All right, we are joined on the podium by Coach Tomekia Reed, Hayleigh Breland, and Keanna Rembert. Coach, let's start with just a general comment from you about the game, and then we'll open it up for questions.
You know, I am just so super proud of the players, how they played today. This has not been a year that has gone traditionally like we wanted to go in terms of wins, but this is a team that has refused to lose, a team that has refused to give up. We could have thrown the towel in a lot of times, but they hadn't, and I'm so proud of them, how they are playing right now. And this is the part of the season that matters. This is the part of the season that, you know, you win, you keep going, you got a chance to go play and represent the conference in the NCAA tournament. So I'm just really proud of how hard they played, how they played together, and how they were master of details the entire game.
Questions? Raise your hand, please, for anyone in here. If you have a question. Matthew? Okay.
Yes, we knew that we had to match up with them because they were all shooters on the floor. The cuts that they had in their offense and the strategy that she has within her offense, we knew that we had to match up guard for guard. It was really important for us to defend the three-point line. When we played our bigger post players a lot last two games, their post players were shooting the lights out from the three-point. So we had to go with a guard in that position. And, I mean, they stepped up. I mean, all year long we have not played like that. And tonight they made it happen. So we did go to four-guard front.
Hayleigh, you got the cowboy hat on, player of the game, a lot of clutch shots tonight. How did it feel to come through for your team in the postseason?
It felt amazing. You know, they cheer me on a lot. You know, when I get down on myself, they keep me up. They keep me encouraged, tell me, don't worry about that shot. You're going to make the next one. And that's something that I just try to keep in my head flowing through the game, and that's what brought those clutch shots out. They're trusting and faith in me.
Keanna, same thing for you. Clutch free throws at the end, you know, coming through in the clutch moments.
Yeah, exactly what Hayleigh said. I missed the first two, and then going back to the other two, especially Hayleigh and Lex and KK are telling me, you got this, don't even worry about those.
Anyone else? All right, right in the front row. And please give us your name and affiliation.
Michael Peters, the Tulsa World. What was your strategy against Delaney Crawford tonight, and how were you trying to do anything? What differently were you trying to do with her than you may have done in the first two games?
Well, we defended in the gap a lot. Last two games, we helped a lot and left a lot of their players open. We also tried to run some zone defense that, you know, kind of had us scattered. We weren't matched up like we were supposed to. And so the players, you know, we had to go, you know, man to man and guard our man. That's something that we hadn't done all year, and they did a great job. Keeping them in front of us is what we had to do. You know, Tulsa does a great job in running backdoor cuts and, you know, creating you to have to switch and so you can get the three-point shot open for them. And so I thought that we did a great job keeping them in front of us. That was the game plan. Don't overreach, don't overplay, just keep them in front and defend.
Anyone else in here? All right, we've got Chuck. We've got some.
Yeah, on the Zoom, we can start with Sam Perry from Mineshaft, please. Just unmute and go ahead with your question.
Hayleigh, you followed Coach Reed here to Charlotte. What's it like continuing to be in the tournament, winning these two games with Coach Reed?
It felt amazing. You know, we got chemistry together. You know, she knows me. I can look at her in the game and know what to do. She can look at me in the game and I know what to do. So it helps us build more chemistry. You know, we just being together and being here with her and getting this two tournament wins, it's amazing. It's just a great feeling.
Okay, next we'll go to Dan Tortora, please.
Yeah, for Coach and the student athletes, just coming into this tournament and being 12 seed out of 13 and seeing what you did in the first game and then coming in as the underdog in this and moving forward, just what it is about the team right now that you're rolling and you have an opportunity to tell a special story in the tournament.
Well, I'll say that I've been waiting for this moment all year. The way my team is just clicking with myself, the way that they're clicking with each other and with the staff, it's a moment that I've been waiting for a very long time, and I'm just so happy that it's happening right now. You can really see the chemistry with the full team. You can really see the love, the connection. You know, wanting to work for each other. You can see that right now. We've been right there. We've been right there straddling the fence all year in building that chemistry and really playing for each other. But now I feel like it's throughout, from the top to the bottom. I think it's throughout, and that's really important. And that's what's needed when you have a team full of 14 new players and new coaches. That click has to happen, and I have been praying and thinking about that click for a long time, and now it's there. And I shared that with them before the game started. I said, I finally feel like we are one voice, one sound, one mission. I finally feel like that, and I've told them I'm not ready to go home, and so I felt like they came out, they played hard, and they didn't want to lose, and they showed that.
Okay, we'll go back to Sam Perry, please.
Coach, the last regular season game, I asked you what it would take for this team to succeed in the tournament. You said they shot it at the fall. Team has shot a lot better, got 5 threes made tonight. What do you see from the team stepping up to that need?
Well, we've made sure that they have proper recovery and proper rehab to make sure they have legs and arms to get these shots up. They've just been locked in and focused. We've allowed them to have extra time on the floor just to get a feel for the rims and get a feel for the court. But most importantly, shooters can't shoot bad all the time, and at some point it's going to come alive for us, and I think that's what's happening. And what impresses me the most is the fact that different players show up at different times. We had Jordan with a big 3 last night. We had, Hayleigh today with some big-time scores, and Key with some big-time scores around the rim and away from the rim. So, you just never know who's going to go off, and that's what's so special about this team.
All right, one more from Dan Tortora, please.
And to the student athletes, when Coach talked about waiting for this moment, not wanting to go home, waiting for everybody to click and for it to all come together, why do you believe that it's happening right now? What is it about the culture of this team that you can get a sense of why special things are occurring these last couple days and hopefully to continue on?
I'll say, like Coach said, we've been right there. And we had a pastor come see us and speak to us, and it's something that stuck with me. Pastor Mike, he said, you're stuck in the almost. And that's something that really stuck with me. And I just kept praying, practicing real hard. I seen that we practicing real hard, we playing, we coming right there with these top teams, and I just knew, like she said, we was gonna click. We were stuck in the almost, and now we here. It's time.
Good, I like that. That's awesome.
Like Hayleigh said, in the end of the regular season, we were right there at the end, and we were right there in those games. And we came to this tournament with a different mindset of, we are 0-0. This tournament defines all, and we've been right there, and now it's time to take it a step further.
Yes.
All right. We have one more from in here.
I'll ask Hayleigh and Keanna. From the outside, I'm not an athlete, but the extra game, do you feel like gave you and your teammates an advantage going into today? You had a game under your belt. I know it was a different arena yesterday, but getting a postseason win yesterday, coming into today, did you feel like that gave your team confidence and maybe an advantage over Tulsa, who maybe a little bit more rusty?
I say yes. Well, not necessarily an advantage, but you just got to play. I'm with that. You just got to play. It don't matter if you play the game, if you rested. If we was rested, we was going to come out and play. So we just came out and played today, and it was a lot of things that went into that game than being rested. Like, that we were down, we were up, we was right there, and it was right there. So, it's just execution and being smart, playing hard defense. Just who played the hardest. Coach told us whoever was going to play the hardest was going to win the game, and those are the things that we took to heart.
Good answer.
All right, ladies, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.